So, end of the day, I don't never put nothing out unless I got to work. Now,
So
Stunner a little mad at me right now, but I said, Stunner, as your brother, I gotta protect you from making the wrong decisions.
now that's what I
Now
was
you
about to
can't.
ask you about. Old Stunner,
I,
man.
man, listen, I had to protect him, nigga. I'm not, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. We been going back and forth. I say, Stunner, the budget you giving this nigga, I can go break three niggas. Fuck is you giving this nigga this kind of budget for? And Stunner been going back and forth with me, and hey, nigga sent me the shit. I told Stunner BGA right. He hung the phone up on me, talking about what you talking about. You talking crazy, and now I got to put the work out. Now he,
Kentrell,
yeah, that's the nigga he
Washington.
told on.
Yeah.
And then you'll see BG name in there ready and willing to get on the stand statements on the nigga.
That's what they
Go,
say.
I be telling niggas, don't get mad at me, nigga. Get mad at the nigga that did the action. This BG, he a real nigga, cash money rapper, nigga just did 13 years.
It was 7:20 p.m. and the NOPD narcotics unit was on patrol when they observed a white Ford truck traveling at a high rate of speed through the Central City neighborhood of New Orleans. Disregarding a stop sign, detectives conducted a traffic stop, finding much more than they anticipated. They would notice the occupants of the truck were moving erratically inside. Asking them to step out of the vehicle, the driver would be identified as Christopher Dorsey and more commonly known as BG. The front passenger would be identified as Darian Blunt and the back passenger as Kentrell Washington. As Kentrell stepped out of the back of the truck, a detective could observe in plain view a plastic bag appearing to contain marijuana. The bag was partially covered by a t-shirt on the back passenger seat. Washington would be detained as the detective retrieved the large Ziploc bag containing 446 grams of marijuana. Stepping away from the truck, the detective then observed a black barrel protruding from underneath the driver's seat. Immediately upon seeing the officer retrieve the 9mm Beretta 92 FS, Kentrell Washington would state, "That gun and weed is mine." Washington, who's a convicted felon, was then arrested and taken to the 6th District Police Station for booking. He'd again inform NOPD officers, as well as a federal ATF agent named Special Agent Dorick, that the handgun was his and that he had in fact obtained the gun from his girlfriend Trina Jones, who brought him the gun from Houston to New Orleans a month prior. Agent Dorick took possession of the handgun and marijuana while taking custody of Washington and federally arresting him. In addition, both BG and Blunt would testify that BG was driving, Blunt was the front passenger, and Kentrell was in the back. BG and Blunt would testify they were unaware there was a firearm in the vehicle, and they would both confirm the firearm was Washington's, that Washington admitted to officers the firearm was his, and that he obtained the firearm from his girlfriend. Washington would be charged the following day on one count of being a felon in possession of a firearm. November 3rd, 2009. BG would find himself in the back seat of a Chevy Tahoe that was pulled over. Gerard Fedison, also known as Fetty, was driving with Damon Pollard in the front passenger. Officers observed the butt of a gun under the center console of the Tahoe before asking if there was any firearms in the vehicle. All three men said no. Removing the men, officers recovered a 9mm Ruger P89, a Stoger 40 cal, and an FN57. All three guns were equipped with extended magazines. Further investigation would reveal the Chevy Tahoe they were riding in was stolen, and one of the firearms was also reported stolen. A New Orleans PD sergeant would arrive on scene when Pollard said, "The weapons are for us because they tried to jack my boy out of his jewelry," referring to BG. Pollard also stated the drugs in the car were his, as officers recovered pills inside of a Tylenol bottle.
Yo, what's wrong with Bootsy? Why Bootsy mad at me? Didn't that nigga call gangster a rat based on paperwork?
That's a fact, Wack.
So he mad at me because I called BG a rat because we got the paperwork?
So this guy's a big fraud because at the end of the day, you did business with 6ix9ine. When 6ix9ine got jumped on in Miami, you sent your condolence to him. You know, you wished him well, get well soon. Sent them hearts and roses, cubic the cubic, the little thing with the cubic, with that little arrow, the cubic shoe. You in love with 6ix9ine, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, what's wrong with Boosie? Why Boosie mad at me? Didn't that nigga call gangster a rat based on paperwork?
That's a fact, Wack.
So he mad at me because I called BG a rat because we got the paperwork?
I don't get it. Boosie's the same guy that wants to sue his brother for criminal and take him and send his brother to jail too.
Yeah, this nigga Boosie, know you too light in the ass. You on that motherfucking incident, boy. I will beat the fuck out of you, Boosie. You know me in real life, nigga. You weigh about 117 pounds, boy. I will beat the dog shit out of you, boy. I will catch you. Remember, this is Wack you talking to. I'm everywhere y'all be, so.
You got this guy a fraud, bro. And he quick to say a person a rat, but yet he had a gun case. Your gun case, you're sentencing him to sealed. Whenever you got something sealed, you hide something. Show us that, then you a real dude. You still claiming power, you still claiming you real. Produce that citizen transcript, man. Show us that. Gangster, real dude. But anyway, so, you know, he get the, hey, yo, let him in, he playing with my name, he playing with your own name. But at the end of the day, I wasn't gonna get out of character just because he hooped and that's one thing about me. I'm gonna stay the same, you know.
Yeah, you held it down.
Because here's the thing. When I came to social media, I've always preached to people, get bulletproof emotions. Develop bulletproof on Instagram. On the social media, I mean. So I've been telling people this for the longest. So you think I'm gonna get out of character now? No, man, this is a piece, this is a cake, bro. Listen, I really come from the streets.
Yeah.
So I'm an internet stepper now. So the stuff on the internet is a cakewalk, man. This me behind the phone, you behind the phone. Get bulletproof emotions. Get bulletproof emotions. Get bulletproof emotions. Develop bulletproof emotions. Get bulletproof emotions. Develop bulletproof on Instagram. On the social media, I mean. So I've been telling people this for the longest. So you think I'm gonna get out of character now? No, man, it's a piece, it's a cake, bro. Listen, I really come from the streets.
Yeah.